Right now, fire investigators are looking into what caused an RV storage facility to go up in flames early this morning. Dozens of people's boats, RVs, and cars were damaged by that fire. Our Laura Harris has been on the scene all morning long. She joins us now with more. Laura, what are investigators telling you now?
Dia, within the last 45 minutes, I got an email from fire investigators. They're telling me right now they've got various units on the scene, including the arson unit. You can see right there, firefighters still trying to put out hot spots. I want to kind of bring you down here, though. As you can tell, it was a very hard fire for these firefighters to fight. They had to actually break through this wrought iron fence and get the hoses through earlier this morning. On top of all of this, you're talking about dozens of people who are affected by this. We're hearing approximately 80 victims, and as you can tell, as far as the eye can see, traffic and people wondering what happened. Millions of dollars in boats, RVs, classic cars, and the like. Reduced to charred skeletons after an early morning fire torched everything inside this middle storage facility at Florida West.
Very disappointing, and I can see right where it is, and I know that there's nothing left of it. It's a shame.
Jay Reed has a weekend vacation plan for his 35-foot, $90,000 RV. Those plans, of course, now halted when he turned on the news this morning.
Watching WFTS, I was watching you.
The morning shedding light on what the night kept covered. At least 40 different vehicles destroyed by a blaze that's still being investigated. An investigation that can't fully begin until all the hot spots are out, and it's safe for fire officials to make their way inside. Amidst the questions, one man who lost his RV told us he's just happy it wasn't worse.
Something like this happens, I always think worst case, and the worst case would have been somebody dying in there, and nobody did, and nobody got hurt.
For Jay Reed, it's not just a sad day for those who lost something in the fire, but he says he worries for the owner too, as the facility just underwent renovations.
A real good place to have your motorhome. It was one of the top-notch places, and so I really feel bad for him because he just spent all that time and money on upgrading this place, and then this happens to him. But
and I want to point something out for you this afternoon. My photographer is a volunteer firefighter. He says he's seen nothing like this, an entire steel structure completely collapsed. It looks like a giant blanket on all of this stuff, just skeletons left behind. You heard me in that piece talking about the owner of Florida West just a short time ago. I got off the phone with him, as you can imagine, heartbroken like the rest of these people. He says he's just been spending the morning trying to call everyone to let them know what's happened, those who didn't already know. I can also tell you he does have insurance, and in order to store all of your stuff here, you have to have insurance as well. So still, the investigation is still ongoing as they're trying to make sure they get all these hot spots taken care of before they can get in there. Live in Palm Harbor, Laura Harris, ABC Action News.